I really think that the life is a game and is a simulation. Who say that don't use ChatGPT is a liar. The key performance indicator that guide me to understand if I'm delivering the right message to the right people.
You mentioned last time that you had to do a lot of reverse engineering in this game of marketing.
Have you ever heard about the path of least resistance?
I met Max like almost 10 years ago or so, almost. We
10
were
years ago.
practicing many years ago. Yeah, we were practicing kickboxing together. We met in the gym long time ago, and
Yeah.
I proposed him to have a meeting, to have a call, and to join my Discord server back in the days in September. I remember this moment exactly, September 2024. But then I asked him, Max, do you know what is the concept of flow? Okay, and I asked him that question because during the one training, during one sparring session, I experienced the flow basically. I was living the moment and I was hyper focused and I didn't, I was not worried about the punches coming towards my face and I was actually, avoiding them and being able to counterattack. So Max came to my mind and I texted him, hey Max, do you know what is the concept of flow? And he said, yes, of course. I live my life. I try to live my life in flow. That's my philosophy.
Oh, thank you, Lazar, and thanks for your invitation here. It's a pleasure to be here talking with you. Professionally, I work in advertising, and my role is to create, managing, and optimize digital advertising campaign, mainly on Facebook, Instagram, and Google. But when I say that I create campaign, I don't mean that I create a video, photo, or website by myself. So my role is to create strategies that help reach business goal and to connect the creative team to these goals. And yeah, every day my job is doing business analysis, research, and try to reach the goal that my client have on their mind. Like you said before, I try to live my life going with the flow and keep a flow of energy constant every day and all day of my life. And I try to apply this concept even in my job, because my job, I'm a freelancer, so I don't have anybody that tell me what I have to do. So I have to be very proactive, and to keep me in flow is the most important thing.
You called digital marketing a game. You named it the game of digital marketing. Why did you say so? I'm very curious to hear that.
Yeah, because basically I think that life is a game. Okay, like
Same.
I really feel, I know that now there is a lot of it's like a buzzword saying that the reality is a simulation and stuff like that. But I really think that the life is a game and is a simulation. And so I think that everything is a game. And if we put ourselves in the game properly, we can, achieve goals in order to be the best version of ourselves. And I found in digital marketing a game that I like to play, and I put all my focus in the last years to understand the rule of this game and try to achieve my goal on this game, scaling up
Amazing.
level after level.
Would you like to tell us what tools do you use daily in your job? What is your, let's say, on a daily basis, how is your day structured? What do you do during your day?
My main tools are the Meta as platform, Google as platform, TikTok as platform, and they are like the headquarters of digital advertising, where you can load the creative asset, like photo, videos, set the parameters and manage them to achieve the business goal. And then I use a lot Google Analytics, GA4, and other platform like Hotjar for monitoring traffic on website and the user behavior. Then I use a Looker Studio to visualize that data that I collect from different platform. With the Google Looker Studio, I can see all the data from different platform and have an overview of what's going on with my campaign. And of course, I use a lot ChatGPT. Yeah, now everybody who say that don't use ChatGPT is a liar. ChatGPT support me in everything and speed up every process. And then I use Canva sometimes when I have to make some graphic or edit a video by myself. Is rarely, because it's not my vertical skill, but sometimes I have to do it. And then I use Slack for project management and coordinate myself with the team, and or ClickUp or Asana.
So, what is a successful campaign, Max?
Basically, every business have simple goals, like new client, basically. This new client can be achieved by a lead, for example, in B2B business and business to business. You have to acquire a contact, a lead, and
What is a
then
lead, Max?
you
Because I'm
a lead
totally
like
ignorant.
a contact, like when somebody want get in touch with you with your business. So that the contact form that you find sometime on website, like name, surname, mail, telephone number, so we can get in touch with you later, that kind of stuff. That is a contact form. And when you achieve the data from a user, you get a lead. And or for example, in an e-commerce that wants more sales. Basically, yeah, the main business goal of every business is to have more sale at the end of the day. But this main goal can be reached in different ways. So I have to manage the campaign that lead the traffic from the advertising platform to the website.
Okay.
So I have to monitoring the KPI of each campaign, the key performance indicator that guide me to understand if I'm delivering the right message to the right people. If I'm delivering the right message to the right people, I can see through this KPI. There are a lot of KPI, there are a lot of situations.
Each and every one of us humans, we have interest, right? We have a driver. And what inspired you? What motivated you to start learning digital marketing?
I always been fascinated by the world of advertising and the way it can influence the human behavior. So I found myself thinking I want to understand how this game work, but I'm not sure I want to play. I had like an ethical barrier in my mind that held me back from diving into completely. And after get this bachelor degree in psychology applied to social study and job study, I traveled a bit and met some people working in digital marketing, and that really opened my eyes because I talked with them. I saw their lifestyle. they were digital nomad, and this digital nomad lifestyle had an appeal on me. I realized that marketing could be the perfect field to apply my natural inclination, like analyzing behavior and understanding decision making, and that it could be done in an ethical way too.
What sources you mentioned last time that you had to do a lot of reverse engineering in this game of marketing, and then once you find the right source, then you just roll in. Yeah, you get in and you keep going. You get in that train, and you keep going till you reach your goal, your destination. So I would like to understand how to find the right source.
I apply critical thinking to the content that I watch, and I
Yeah.
start to understand which were like the prominent figure in the game that were delivering value content.
That's beautiful, Max. I wanted to add one thing to what you said previously. When by experience, when a human gain experience, then we develop the eye for the right cues to catch what is the right information. We develop this critical thinking. We become more aware of the reality, and we are less fragile to be influenced by the fake news. I'm building this community where basically I have found my direction, as I said earlier, and it's about developing my skills, so my storytelling, acting, video making skills, and learning English. That's why my channel is called All In English. It's like you put all in, like in poker, all in into on the table, and you put all of the effort and all of the focus, in one skill at a time, one skill at a time. So whoever wants to join with me on this journey, I invite you to join my Discord server, because honestly, I've been working on this server for 1 year, and I made it in such a way that communication will be very easy. So communication on Discord will be extremely easy. The information will flow, and it's the best way I could have possibly found. And yeah, I invite you to join. Say, last time you told me about the internship that you had to do. You worked for free, man. You were working for free for a certain period of time to gain knowledge and to gain that experience that we are talking about. Would you like to tell me more about that period of your life?
These friends of mine that had an agency, communication agency, but they were like focused on content creation, like photo, video, and website. And there was nobody that managed the marketing part, like the advertising part. At a certain point, they give me their trust, so I started to being paid for it, and then from that point it opened me other doors, other situation, and yeah, and now I joined different other two different agency, and I got client by my own that I manage by my own. Understood how to put myself in the game to make the real difference for the client.
Mm-hmm.
I understood that advertising was the the vertical field in digital marketing that more fit me.
What do you mean by vertical field?
Yeah, I mean, like digital marketing. If you think the game of digital marketing is a wide field,
Yeah.
so I decided to go vertical on a skills
All right.
advertising. That
Advertising.
is like, as I told you before, is like the connector. Is the connector of the creative. The is mainly strategy. Mean to understand all the creative part, and first of all create the strategy, and synchronize with the creative team, and in the end deliver the output, and manage them, and analyze and again, like a loop.
Nice. All right. So you decided to focus on few skills vertically. Yeah, that would make you that will help you make the difference in advertising basically. So I can understand that you are pretty satisfied with what you're doing. I have a question. What do you think you could do better in your job?
As a freelancer, you don't have that economic safety of a traditional 9 to 5 job. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you can earn much more than a 9 to 5 job,
Mm-hmm.
but you never know. I mean, there is an unconscious pressure that probably come from this that put me always this kind of latent pressure. You create an ambition, and
Mm-hmm.
this ambition can trick your mind sometime and make you feel unsatisfied even if everything is going well. So I got to
Ah.
learn to quiet my mind. Yeah, look at the progress that I made in the last 5 years, and sometimes I got to tell myself, you are doing good, Max, good job, and this is not easy, and yeah, I need to do it more often probably.
Positive
But
thinking and appreciation.
yeah, yeah,
Appreciation.
appreciation.
Because when you are in good state of mind, you can have better results than when you're like stressed and get that results. Okay, that we always stress, and stress helps us to keep our mind active, like sharp and focused. But when it's too much, then we start hurting ourselves. So what would you say to someone who wants to get into digital marketing?
Find an environment that can give you the chance to put in the work all that you study, and then keep study and keep yourself on the grind. And
Beautiful.
I think connect with people, because for myself, the connection with the people allow me to enter in the game, because this
Hmm.
game is got a lot of gatekeeper. So you got to connect with people and connect with the gatekeeper, because only the gatekeeper can give you the key to enter this game. And as soon as you
Hmm.
find a gatekeeper that give you just one key, from that one single key you can start to open other doors. I always knew that a 9 to 5 job was a killer for my soul, and this
Hmm.
doesn't mean that I don't work hard. I think I work harder than a normal 9 to 5 employee. The possibility to work on my own terms. That does not mean that I work less, but I work on my own terms.
Yeah.
So this was one of the drive that motivate me to focus myself on this path and play this game. Yeah.
Freedom and independence.
Yeah, exactly. And then,
Amazing.
yeah, have you ever heard about the path of least resistance?
I
Have
did.
you ever heard about this concept?
I did. Yes, I did.
Yeah. I think that everybody should try to find their path of least resistance. So, for who doesn't know, this concept is a concept used in personal development, and is the idea that the most effective path isn't necessarily the hardest one, but the one most aligned with our nature and habits, talent, and values. And it doesn't mean avoiding hard work. It just means that you are flowing. We Now we go back to the start
Yeah.
of our conversation. It means that you are flowing with who you are and not against it. And I
Yeah.
think too many people are stuck in a situation that, uh, yeah, it prevent them from flowing with their self, with themselves.